Right, guess what we're working on? The most hated bag in the boxing gym. Yes, the top and bottom ball, everybody's most hated bag in any gym. People avoid this like the plague. Hey! The whole problem with this ball is that it's got a mind of its own. You need to hit it as centrally as possible to be able to control its directional behavior. If I hit it straight, with what I think is a straight punch, but I catch it slightly off, it's going to travel in a different direction to coming back at me. The best way to work the top and bottom ball is you need to start slow. You start slow so you can start predicting the direction. See what happened there? If you don't start slow and you speed up too fast, you can't predict the direction of the ball. This ball is ideally for hand-eye coordination. See that? What you find most people do is they get so confident, punch it in a manner where they can judge the motion of the bag. I don't necessarily like that. Yeah, it's a good thing, punch it in a manner to judge the motion of the bag coming back, so you know what to expect, how to defend. But I prefer when I hit it in a manner so hard, so unorthodox, that the bag comes back to me in a direction I'm not expecting. When it comes back to me in a direction I'm not expecting, it makes me improve my defense, improve my reaction speed and reaction time, and it makes it more realistic for a fight situation. When somebody's throwing punches at you, you don't always necessarily know what's going to be next. Is he going to throw a straight right? Is he going to throw a double jab? Is he going to throw a double straight? Is he going to throw an elbow? Is he going to throw a spinning elbow? Is he going to throw a head kick? We don't know. He's not telling me, unless he's a really terrible striker and he's telegraphing what he's going to do. So the whole premise of this top and bottom ball is, and the reason why I like to hit it as fast and as random as possible, is because I like the way it comes back randomly. Make sure my hand-eye ball coordination is working to a higher level. Even if I miss, my hand-eye coordination is making sure that I'm landing something. So you've noticed there, I missed on the first elbow, but I landed back with the jab. See that? Don't always be tough on yourself when you miss a shot. It's real life. In real life, you will miss shots. Your opponent will slip, will duck, will dodge your shots. You're not always going to land every shot you throw. It's not mathematically possible. If you throw some haymakers at this ball, uncontrolled shots, the ball is not going to travel in the direction you want it to travel, or in a direction where you can predict its momentum, its movement, and its direction. If you throw a haymaker. So one thing to do is, after you've thrown big shots, you can control the ball with your fist. I like to boom, 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 control the ball with my fist, spin into an elbow, and spin back with a fist. Control the ball, elbow, and fist. You miss the shot, it's not a big deal. It's realistic to miss. Play with the ball sometimes. After you've thrown a heavy shot and the ball goes out of control, don't necessarily stop and start all over again. Keep your motion right. Play with the ball, use your palms. Control the ball, spin elbow, spin back fist. Slap it to control it. You're not always going to land the perfect shot on the top and bottom ball. It's not realistic. Sometimes you're going to miss. Remember guys, I know it's something that's not necessarily allowed in certain striking sports. It's definitely not allowed in boxing. It's not allowed in kickboxing. But in MMA, that's why I've got my MMA gloves on today. In MMA, posting out on somebody's head and controlling their head, controlling their chin is 100% allowed. That's why when I'm working this ball, the fact I'm throwing elbows and throwing spinning elbows and back fists is for my MMA style. So there's more things you can add in to this bag. I'll go catch the punch, spin, right? Walk towards the ball. Good for your defense and reflexes to let the ball sometimes hit you. You don't always have to hit the ball. Oh! That was a heavier shot than I expected. But remember, that's realistic. That will happen in a fight. You will get hit at some point. Listen, I'm by no means the best on the top and bottom ball, the best on any of the bags in that room. My style, anybody who's ever trained with me will tell you that my style is really unorthodox and the way I land my shots are really unorthodox. But one thing I'm good at is actually landing my shots. Just try stuff out for yourself. See what works for you. You don't necessarily have to do exactly how I do it or exactly how any other boxer does it or any other professional fighter does it. Just work the bag. As long as you're hitting your shots, landing your shots and you're defensive, then you're working the bag. There's no particular way to work that bag. Just do what's best for you. I like to hit the bag in a manner that the bag becomes erratic, and that helps with my hand-eye coordination. Well, I've noticed some people like to hit the bag in a manner where they hit it and they can predict how the ball's coming back to them. For me, I don't like that because it's not realistic. When I hit it erratically and it comes back to me erratically, it's more realistic in terms of how somebody's going to throw a punch at you. You never really know. If a good striker throws a punch at you, you can't really determine how it's coming. So that helps with your hand-eye coordination. The more erratic the ball is, the more it works on your hand-eye coordination for your defense and for your strike backs. Cheers, guys. Catch you all later.